and I've had 3 of my brides have children very quickly. I have 3 babies, so there's that. My name is Ama McKinley, and the name of my brand is Ilium Wing. And Ilium Wing is the name and anatomy for the hip bone. Because as a jeweler, I've started primarily with waist beads. Waist beads are worn throughout the world, especially with people from the African diaspora. Modern day, ancient Egypt, Babylon, even in Mexico, I've seen clay figurines that have little notches around their waist. So because waist beads are inherently sensual, I wanted to bring out the play, the flirtation in them as well. And it's almost like, if you do your hair a new way, then you're like, oh, that's cute. Or try something new with your makeup, just to bring in that element of play with adornment. And so this is one of my pieces, River Swell, which is made with peridot and pearls, but today I'm wearing it as a hand wrap. And it gives the flow with motion. I'm wearing another piece in Throne, and it's waist beads, but I've worn it as a collar, and it drapes down the back to accentuate my spine. And then I'm wearing these as well, which are worn in the more traditional way around the waist. In many cultures, waist beads are seen as fertility symbols. Brides wear them for their weddings. It's a marker of marriage. They're very sensual, and they can be worn outerwear, but especially underneath. For a wedding dress, something that's very private for the bride and for the groom as well. And I've had 3 of my brides have children very quickly. I have 3 babies, so there's that. It works. There's something going on. So what it means for me to be here at Couture, it still doesn't quite, it hasn't settled yet. To be here amongst artisans from all over the world and people who have these unrestricted expressions of beauty and their inspirations. So to be here, I feel like I'm definitely in my tribe. I'm amongst people who understand, but I love that this very traditional, ancient adornment practice has found space at Couture. And to be the only brand that's ever brought waist beads. So it's an honor for me to honor tradition, to honor women in this way, to honor history, to honor culture. There's just so much gratitude with me being here.
What do you see your brain in like 5-10 years?
I dream pretty big. I definitely want to expand more into bridal, just because of the history of waist beads and how they've been used through antiquity. I also want to work with expecting mothers to be able to adorn that experience as well. I would love to see, and I imagine this, but I want them to be heirlooms. I want them to be passed down. We talk about this was my mother's ring or my grandmother's engagement ring. I want these to be passed down to carry that story through lineage. So those are some of my aspirations for what my pieces can do.